What up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Filming in Progress with your boy. I'm your host, Jor-El Washington, with my co-host, Esai. And we got another special guest for y'all today. And this one's actually kind of crazy, too, believe it or not. Like, this man has done countless number of things that East told me about. And I've only got to be in the building with Joe maybe twice. And I can feel the aura around this man. Man,
big aura.
Big aura, bro. Go ahead and introduce yourself, cuz. Let people know who you are.
I'm Joseph Macklin, legal government name, but I go by Joe Blaq. I'm a music producer from Wyandotte County, represent always to the fullest. And, you know, I'm blessed to be here with my guys, you know what I mean? So
truly blessed. Yeah. Absolutely blessed.
And welcome to the district, y'all. Welcome.
Hey, yeah, welcome to the district. You can't see a lot of it right now, but oh my God, let me tell y'all.
So this is a really, really special episode for a couple of different reasons. But the biggest one is that we're filming in the district building, right?
Yes.
Brand new district building.
It smells like a fresh new pair of shoes in here, y'all.
Yeah, it really does. And we might be the first podcast in here.
Yeah, pretty much,
right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, man, Joe, like, there's just so much that we can talk about, and I'm gonna look at it from the audience perspective, who has never heard of you. Mm-hmm. Break it down, bro. Like,
you're crazy.
Who is Joe Blaq? Because there's so many different pages to your book and chapters.
I think that's kind of what makes me. I've not tried to be a chameleon because I don't really like that word. I like being an expert at what I do, but I just so happen to be able to do a few things that I think people are like, what? You did that? So from Wyandotte County, grew up playing basketball was what I did before any of this. And, you know, that was, you know, I was able to have some success in that. Played in college, Colorado State, and went overseas and played some ball overseas in Australia. And so that was dope. Then I became a mortgage broker. I became a regular guy. Now I was playing. For real, though. I was a mortgage broker, had my own mortgage company, yeah.
Oh, shit. He was real. He was real. He's like, I actually had to be regular for a little bit.
Bro, every time I talk to Joe, he has a different, like, side quest. And it's always crazy.
Right. But you know what's crazy about that is the mortgage business really, like, funded the music. Right?
Oh, okay.
So all my homies that were in the league would come to me to get their houses, right? Dog. And so I was doing all their mortgages, and they like, you know, they signed, they knew they need a house, boom, boom, dope houses, $1 million houses. So literally I'm like, man, I was able to flip that with my connections and be like, hey, man, hey, come buy a house from me or come do a house. And I would let them tell me what they want to give me. I wouldn't be like, hey, it's going to be 8% or, you know, I'd be like, man, whatever you want to give me, you know, bless me with for, you know, closing the loan for you. And it was always something nice. And so I was able to fund the music business and build my first studio in my house off of that. That's crazy, right?
That's amazing. So what was that transition like, going from playing college basketball, being an athlete, to then transitioning to music and being an athlete in a different way?
Yeah. It's crazy because I was watching this guy. He's kind of like, he was joking, but he was serious. He was like, it's crazy how you go from playing in arenas to becoming a regular person. Like, he's like, I had to work at FedEx. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was like, too.
And it's like, you know, that transition is like, you know, think about this. You're playing ball or whatever sports you do, and you're having these successes, and everybody's rooting for you, and you're doing your thing, and you're like, man, you know, it's kind of like, it's an illusion, like, you know what I mean? So you kind of get this illusion, like, I'm the man, just to come back home and have humble, like, and have like, man, I might have to work a regular job. Right? It's like, hold on, they were just giving me free meals. What were we talking about? I was just a man on campus. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And I had that moment, man. So that transition was kind of like, who am I? Like, you know what I mean? It really had, like, you know, beyond basketball, who am I? And I was able to have the opportunity to have people that like, hey, man, there's other ways to be successful.
Wait, side note, what'd you major in?
I was sociology major, yeah. So,
okay.
So, yeah, man, it was like one of those things. It was just like, man, it was a rude awakening. But my mom was like, baby, you're going to have to get a good job. I know basketball was cute.
Yeah.
But what you going to do after that? And so my friend, his name is Daryl. I was working at U.S. Bank, and he was coming in cashing like a fat check. I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, man, you should think about being a mortgage broker. I own a mortgage company. I was like, all right. And so U.S. Bank, I was like what do they call me? What was my title there at U.S. Bank? I was a personal broker or whatever they call it, you know. Thinking I was doing my thing. They fired my ass real quick.
Thinking
they
I was
fired
doing
me.
my thing.
But luckily, Daryl came through.
Yeah.
in the nick of time. I was like, man, I got a game for you. I think you'd be good at, he was right.
Yeah.
And I was able to I was a mortgage broker for a few years, like about 5 years, making good money, and then the crash happened.
Oh, 08
crash.
Dang. Okay.
And so when the crash happened, it was like, oh snap. I had saved some money, but it was like everything. Any lender that I tried to go through was like, it was scary.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have to say this, like I had a window of money that I was like, all right, I can survive off this for a while. And my mentor, Craig, I met him in that time period. I was like, man, I'm gonna do this music. Cause my homies was like, man, you really need to do this for real, bro. And I just got tired of people giving me their CD F beats, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, man, this is not what I hear on the radio, bro. This is not it, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I want to take this serious, and I want to do it myself, you know. Because I want to be able to be a representation. If I'm gonna do it, people die to do music.
Yeah, facts.
You know, like to be able to express themselves in their craft. I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna just play around with it. And kind of the approach that I took with basketball, like it's training. Like I'm like, man, I'm in it. You know, it was a blessing, man. So that December, I was like, man, I was running out of money. And my cousin Gabe Rowland, shouts out to Gabe because he let me crash. He's like, come to LA anytime. Let me crash on his couch. And he's like, man, we were just doing music. It was us. We was like, man, we doing music. We gonna make this work. And I was able to sign my first deal. It was like December 17th is when I signed it. The contract, I think 17th, 18th. December 20th is when I got my first checks.
What?
Yeah.
And this is all in 08?
Yes.
2008?
This was all it. I thought he was about to be like, hold on, time jump.
It happened fast.
Fast.
Like months apart from you being a mortgage broker.
Yeah.
And now you're in LA, sign your first deal, making real money off of your music.
I didn't even know like publishing deals were a thing. I was like, what's a publishing deal? Like, what are we talking about? You know? And I'm like, man, but it really was the resource that I needed to be able to do music, because it was like, man, like I ain't really making money. I'm trying to get placements, but at the same time, that's a whole game.
Right.
And so I was like, man, like that money just kind of helped me survive and like really thrive in LA for a while, you know, and it got me to the steps that I needed to go. I moved out in LA, like I would say like 2009. And man, I was dating this girl, man, and it was like, you know, one of those things like, man, the money was good that I made, but I'm thinking I'm balling. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. I'm like, yeah, we got money. What we got? What you want?
And we in LA.
And we in LA. What we talking about? And so money started getting low again, and man, I had to come back to Kansas City because I was like, man, it's like LA is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so ended up getting a call, man, from one of my homies who played. He was in the league. And it was so funny because him and Earl Watson, who I grew up with, they were in New York, and they were playing some of my music for prize from the Fugees. He was like, who is this dude, man? This dude crazy, he dope, boom, boom, boom. And so Earl and Baron Davis called me. See, BD used to come to Kansas City all the time. Baron used to come to Kansas City all the time.
Baron Davis. Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, he used to come to Kansas City because, you know, him and Earl were going to UCLA. They're going to go to UCLA together. And, you know, it was family. So he would be in Kansas City. A lot of people didn't know, but BD would be in Kansas City all the time. And he always be like, Lil Joe. He always call me Lil Joe. And so, but him and BD called me, and I'm like, man, look, let's put this music together. Let's do our own label or whatever. I'm like, man, let's do it. And then something happened. I kind of like lost contact with all that, but out of the blue, Baron hit me up, bro. When I was in Kansas City, like trying to figure it out, he called me and was like, hey, man, you too talented to be in Kansas City, man. Like, come to LA. I got a house. It'll be our crib. You can stay in the house, and let's just make this happen.
Dog. I look at Baron Davis a whole different way now.
So,
Bro.
I tell
Great
people
man.
to this day, like, if it wasn't, you know, the relationship that I had with Earl opened up the door because with a relationship with Baron, and like, who knew like years later after, I mean, we was in high school when BD was first coming to the city, but who knew years later in my, like, when I was in my 20s that he'd be like, man, come and live. And when I tell people this, like, if it wasn't for BD opening up that door for me, I wouldn't have been able to live in LA.
Yeah.
And he just opened up the door for me, man. And not only that, he was like, look, we got this. We're going to do this together. You know, I'm doing music. I got artists. I know everybody. Let's make this work.
Yeah.
I didn't know Baron Davis had his own label.
Yeah, he did, man. LA UNFD, Los Angeles Unified.
No idea.
He still rocks it to today. I think a lot of his production still goes through he does movies and stuff now, but LA UNFD, LA Unified.
Okay.
So
That's incredible, bro.
Damn. You just shook me to the core.
Bro, that's a whole backstory I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
That's
it.
an inspirational story for your ass right there.
Right.
Everyone in America.
And that's like chapter 1.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
before we move on, so you were playing basketball. You're from Wyandotte County, KCK.
Yes.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So you go to college. Now you're playing college basketball. You're on scholarship.
Yep.
And you're majoring in socialism.
Yep. Sociology.
Sociology. Were you working on music always, like even at that time?
Always. I would get Pell Grant.
Hey,
I got my Pell Grants.
Yeah.
I bought a keyboard.
Yeah.
Cord Triton on the floppy disk. Me and Gabe talk about this all the time, yo.
floppy.
The floppy disk, kept all the beats on the floppy.
Yeah.
And literally that was my thing. Like even in high school, that was my thing. Like I didn't know, but women love guys who can sing, right? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just so happy could sing a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'll be singing to girls in high school. They're like, oh, you really can sing? I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when I got to college, my homeboy Q, he'd be like, yo, hey bro, you really can do this, bro. You know, Q got the D boys like Q6A. He's like, no, bro, you really good at this, dog. Like for real, you need to take this serious.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, get out of here, man. But he was right, man. I took it serious. He's like, man, I always, to this day, he's like, man, I told you.
Yeah.
Take this serious. And he said, you took it serious, bro. You took it to the next level. He's like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
That's so lit.
So coming up, like, were you like in the church singing, or were you like what was your background with music? Like, is your family musical?
Man, I'm a preacher's kid. Everybody in my family plays keys or sings. Man, look, my cousins and my uncles, and literally the reason why I was even intrigued by music is because of my Uncle Paul and my Aunt Regina. I went to my first studio session when I was like 12 or 13, and I'd never been in the studio before, bro. And I was like, what is this? Like, they were in the studio recording that first EP. Okay. And I'm like, man, and my brother was rapping on one of the songs, so he had to be in the studio. So my mom was super cool with, because it's my uncle, it's her brother. She's like, yeah, y'all go, you know, that's what you wish your Uncle Paul, you know. Was in there, bro, all morning. I was like a kid, like, oh my God, this is crazy, like, you know what I mean? I'm like in the studio, man, like, and it was like, I think that was a pivotal moment in my life, like, oh, this is real. Yeah, like when you see it, which explains why this is happening right now for me, because just to have the opportunity to see it and know it was possible. And my uncle then put out their CD, and I was like, man, I was there. My brother rapped on it. We was at the studio all night. I didn't even know it was a thing. Yeah. But they showed me, and that really opened up my eyes to like a whole different thing. Then I was really intrigued by it.
So it was always in the back of your head, even when you was playing basketball.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's possible. Right?
Yeah,
it's possible. Boy,
man, and really, like, I'll say, like, that's one thing that you showed me too. Like, you showed me how possible things at this scale can be. You know what I mean? And coming from Kansas City, like, it's like we don't really see too many stories like that. Like, we see people, but we hear about it online or interviews, but they're not here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when we met, so I met Joe probably back in like 2020. Yep. And who introduced us? It was Tim. Agutu. Timmy Hendrix. Yeah. Bro. Timmy Hendrix. That's my dog, bro.
I love it.
But I met Joe. I was in the studio. I think I was working on music, and Tim was in there, and you were talking to someone, or you might have been talking to Tim. You were like, I need to shoot some videos, looking for a videographer, this and that.
And he's like, hey, you know, he does that. I was like, really? I was like, he does? Let me see some stuff. Yeah. Man, he put, I don't know what website you went to. He pulled up some stuff. I was like, hold on. You did that?
Yeah. He's been cold since I've known him.
Man, I was like, bro, I looked at them. He's shooting the video. Nobody else. Like,
and was that the first video? Y'all did together on the back of the truck.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was.
City.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Because I remember you sent me that. And I was
That video.
Who is this? And he was like, you don't know Joe? And I was like, how am I supposed to know Joe?
Yeah.
He told me about you, dog, and I was just like blown away, too. From the start.
Yo, to this day, I got people hit me up about that video.
Dog. That video
was so, hey,
that's probably the sickest video to come out that year, honestly, in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Kid you not.
It was just iconic, bro. Like it was like you in that like was it a Gucci suit?
Yeah.
A Gucci on the piano, bro.
Piano.
And we were just riding around the whole city. We went to KCK. We went back up to what was that bakery called? Eminem.
Eminem Bakery.
Eminem Bakery.
Where I grew up eating.
Literally, yeah. We went, bro. It was just a fun day. We shot everywhere.
Everywhere. 18th and Vine.
Yeah.
Such a cool concept. Such a cool shoot.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how you always have like the best music videos in the city?
Bro, so I think it was Jordan that called me, and he's like, "Hey, we're working on a video." Shout out to Jordan.
Yeah.
He's like, "We're working on a video for Joe. He wants to be on the back of playing the piano on the back of a trailer riding around the city." He's like, "Can you make that happen?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay. When do you need it by?" He's like, "Oh, we're trying to shoot like the next like few weeks."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, hold on. Let me like make some calls and figure this out."
Right.
But yeah, we used Ken's.
You used Ken's process trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And bro,
It's so crazy that just happened to be in town too.
Yeah. That's the only thing Ken does now is his trailer. Yeah,
process trailer.
He got rid of all the rentals and all that, but he still has that process trailer.
Yeah, and we were like looking at some other trailers. We were looking at one that had like remember that one that had like they performed shows in the back of it.
Yeah.
And we were trying to.
Like a stage type trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been lit.
It would have been cool, but Ken's trailer just gave us that open background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Joe literally is just riding around the city, just playing
the piano.
Bro, such an iconic video.
That's crazy.
But no, like ever since then, bro, like, and we've done other videos, but like when I tell people about Joe, like they're like,
who?
They think I'm lying, bro.
Bro,
they think
don't
I'm
lie.
lying.
Honestly,
like,
real talk, don't lie. Like, how do you know this man? He like,
they're like, he ain't do all that, and I'm like, look, this is Joe. All right, I'm not lying. Like, this is who he is. Bro. Literally, like, your life has been so epic in so many different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a wild ride, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like, I feel like the beginning of a new chapter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So this building that we're in, like, I don't know if I want to jump into that yet or if we want to go to chapter 2 because I want to hear more about.
I will go to chapter 2.
Let's go to chapter 2.
Yeah. All right.
So let's hear about, okay, now you're back in LA.
Yep.
You're in BD's crib.
Yep.
And now y'all are really working, right? What was it like now going back to LA?
It was crazy. Let me tell you why it was crazy. Because BD, we had the crib, right? So I'm like, cool. But BD had to go to training camp.
Yeah.
He's playing with Cleveland, right? So they're like, don't worry. Fat Rat, this is a real name. Fat Rat. Fat Rat's going to look after you, and he's going to make sure you cool. Like, he's going to connect you with everybody. Because Fat Rat's one who's kind of responsible. Game, that's how, what is it, Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
That's all them. So Fat Rat, Kid Red, all those guys. Right?
Okay.
So he's like, I'm going to leave you here with them. Now, remember, we in L.A., right? We in L.A. I'm with the Bloods.
I was about to say, and you swinging Pyru right
Hey, I'm with the Bloods. We grew up that way anyway, but we in L.A. I'm in the streets of L.A. now, and I'm with the real deal.
You safe though?
Yeah, I'm safe.
Yeah, you safe. You 100%
good.
safe. You safe. You around people who are real safe.
Yeah. First off, BD's from there, and wasn't nothing gonna happen because it's just the respect that he has. Yeah. But I'm like BD. Oh, you'll be good. So I'm like, okay, am I all right? Really? Oh, that's good. But we got this house, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like, who are these? It's all kind of people walking to this house, bro. So BD gone, because it ain't like BD resting his head. BD like, he gone, he in Cleveland. He like, yeah, you got it. So I'm like, oh, but it's all kind of people. But that's when I knew LA was a melting pot for just networking. You never know who you're gonna run into. You never know who's gonna pop up at your house.
Yeah.
You can see anybody. I mean, we had from Game to, it was Victoria Monet. It was all kind of people that was come through the crib. Just show up. Like, because LA is just hey, it's kind of like us being in Kansas City. We might run into, we might run into tech.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we might run into Chiefs, baby. We might run. You never know who you're going to run into. But LA is just on a whole another level. It's like, you might run into Jesus that day. I don't know. Jesus, that you? Like, he walking down.
Running to Jesus and Spidey at the same day.
Right? And so, but it was like uncomfortable, but I had to learn to get comfortable being where I was, right? And I was like, if this is what you really want to do. It worked out, though, because I was like, you know, it got to a point, like, because I ran into some characters, and I was like, BD, I got to have my own space, bro. I can't, you know?
Yeah.
So BD was gracious enough to be like, man, I'm going to set you up with your own apartment. This is your budget, $2,500 a month. You can find this place in LA. I was like, man, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, and then we give you some money for, you know, monthly stuff so you can have food to eat and whatever. And literally, man, like,
BD took care of it.
He took, man, when I tell you, bro, like, and, you know, I owe a lot to him just taking that step, you know, to do that. And I always want to big up him because without that opportunity, it would.
He put the faith in you.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to find that faith in, find somebody to put the faith in you. Like, how you put that faith in him, bro.
Yeah.
This kid's future has been skyrocketing ever since he
Man,
met you.
I mean, when I see him, I'm so proud. I'm like, look at my guy.
Like, literally.
Man, like, there's nothing that he can do.
Nothing that he can do.
Even watching y'all set this up, I'm like, yo, I can walk away, come back. I know I'm in good hands. You know, I know, like, whoever E's gonna bring around, it's gonna be solid people.
Always.
You know what I mean? They're gonna be great at their craft. And you just gonna have the best of everything. You'll have the best quality production. So, shouts out to Esai.
Well, bro.
Man.
Joe's my BD.
Yeah.
Joe's my BD. Joe's
Real talk. Joe was your Baron Davis. Real talk. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Baron Davis. Real talk. Like, that's a whole new. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Didn't even know. I mean, I've always been a fan basketball wise, but I had no idea he was into music like that or from LA.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, super into music, man. Super talented too. And BD got bars. Don't get it twisted. BD can.
Yeah, because a lot of athletes don't, and they think they do, but
Yeah. BD
That's I had no idea, bro. This is all new to me.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was like that heavy and investing so much, bro.
Man, he invested a lot, man. He's invested in a lot of people, man. You look at some of the stars you see, like actors too. Like, you like, man, BD really been, you know, he been putting on. And everybody rock with BD too. I mean, from Adam Sandler to, like, I mean, it's like they love BD. BD's a character, man. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's very, you know, personable, and he is super creative too. And so he's just one of those guys, man. Like, and he's a product of LA. Like, I mean, he's a star, man. Like, he can't take, to me, one of the top point guards in the world. So
Yeah.
easy, man, easy. So, but yeah, man. But navigating through LA was always fun, always kind of tricky, because you just never know. And people about that life, man, you might get robbed in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you for real, like
robbed anywhere, but at the same time in LA.
I'm tell you, I don't really touch base on this story a lot, but I will because y'all my people. I lived in LA. I had an assistant. Stuff was just getting kind of weird anyway, man. It was just like, man, just the energy around wasn't right. And, you know, something happened. I think something with the car or something. And I was like, man, I'm not paying for the car to get out. I mean, what do you want me to do? It was like some real crazy situation. The girl's working as my assistant and ended up like kind of like shifting everybody against me somehow. It was crazy. What? So I was like, man, I just didn't feel, because she was in my, you know, she was working as my assistant.
So she was all in your contacts.
She's in everything. Contacts. She knew everything. Like, she knew where I stayed. You know,
Sheesh.
Man, I was just like, man, I was telling BD, I was like, man, you know, they had set me up like, hey, we're gonna move you out of this other space or whatever, and we're gonna move you to your own because it's a big ordeal. So I was like, cool. I ended up going home to Kansas City for holidays, and it was Christmas. Was chilling, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, boom. I was like, all right, it's time to get back home to LA. I come back, bro. I walk in my house, bro. Everything's gone. I mean, I TV.
I knew that was coming, bro.
You see how high that TV is?
Mm-hmm.
I had a TV that was so big. I put it up so high. I was like, ain't nobody come and get this TV. She took the TV. They took the TV. They took the iron board. They took they took the silverware. You think I'm playing? They took everything, bro. I had this massive bean bags. I'm into bean bags. I had this huge bean bag. Took it, bro.
Oh, they got a U-Haul.
Oh man,
They got a legit.
They got multiple U-Haul.
Got me for.
She was like, "Oh, I'm his assistant. I'm helping him."
That's messed up.
Man, came in the crib, bro, and they knew I was gone. Took their time. They probably was in there smoking. Like, yeah, he ain't coming. He in Kansas City.
That's insane.
But man, they took When I tell
No
you,
ADT at the time.
no. And there wasn't nothing I could do about it anyway. She probably would have known the code or something, you know.
Oh yeah, facts.
But it was like,
Facts.
literally, bro, it got me for everything. And that was like a real down point for me. Because I'm like, man, like, I feel like
That
people
would hurt.
it hurt, bro, because like people were shifting on me. And I just didn't understand it. But somehow, some way, Baron was like, man, we're going to get you out of that crib, bro. You know, we'll figure it out. He ended up moving me in with this other producer off Highland and Wilshire. So we was like, I want you to, it's a producer, I think y'all should work together. I think y'all gonna be great together, you know. And his manager and me, they've been working on some stuff. So I was like, man, whatever. And he told me who the producer was. And I was like, you kidding me? He's like, no. And I have been a fan of this producer. His name is Andre Harris from Dre and Badal. They done Called Up for Usher, Superstar. They did Butterflies.
Get the fuck out of here,
man. All Jill Scott stuff. Is This the Way? So I've been a fan of like, and you know, Jill Scott in Kansas City is like a big deal, right? So they like, we're gonna move in. You know, he's done. I mean, he done Love Music, Soul Child. Like, I'm like, what? So I'm like, y'all gonna move me in with Andre Harris? Are you serious? The Andre Harris? Like, I'm like, he's like, no, we're gonna move. So he's like, we want y'all to go meet. If it's cool, it's cool. Get to the house. It's a fat crib. I'm like.
Ain't nobody running around.
No, ain't nobody.
Random loose
It's
people.
just Dre. I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, so that, hey man, listen, like, we want y'all. We think y'all gonna work great together. You know, hope y'all can, you know, really push each other, whatever. And that was what it was, man. I moved into the house, man. We really had a crib on Highland and Wilshire. It was like a 5-6 bedroom crib, studio in the back, studio in the front. I was like, what? On Highland, bro. Like 5 minutes from Sunset, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, so then I get to this fellowship with Dre because like he's literally a producer who's actually seen checks like $250,000 just to sit in the room, just to come in and create. This ain't the bother. If you want me to just come be creative, it's $250. And he was telling me, I was like, man, ain't no. He's like, bro, I promise you, $250,000 for just stepping in the room, bro. What? I was like, this is nuts.
I didn't even know that was a possibility. Like
Me either, but that was the era when producers was getting $500,000 a song.
Before all the SoundCloud and all the pop
Yeah.
came out of nowhere. Yeah.
So Cass was really getting $500,000 a song.
Why you think Quincy's so rich, dog?
Bro, what era was this? Like 2011, 12?
I would say this is from anywhere from like
Shit.
90s,
To
2000s.
literally 2009, I feel like is
Yeah.
a stopping point.
Stopping point for sure.
So like when Spotify came on the scene and started messing, like streamers started messing. Stuff.
Yeah. Yep, it was that. And then even into, you know, because I would say even into 2015, 16, because we were still seeing checks. I would at least see like a $20,000, $30,000 check for this production. Wow. So bigger producers probably still seeing about 100. You know, because at that point it was the switch did happen, and it did convert into online instead of it being. And then that's when I'm like, dang, I missed the good era. I could have been getting what a song.
That's how I feel about the film industry too. The film industry.
It's the same thing too. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
kind of apples to apples.
Yeah.
But that part really set me up. The reason why I say it set me up is because you think that you're a dope producer until you are with a
Doper.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
someone who's done it, right? And he would always challenge me like, yeah, man, it's dope, but it ain't got no vibe. I'd be like, what do you mean? It has no vibe. Well, yeah, it's just, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's when I understood, like, it's got to be a feeling with music.
He got you to stop forcing.
Yeah. Get off the pop wave of what you think everybody doing. That was the thing I was in at the time. Everybody wanted Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
You know, Timberlake was doing this thing. Get out of there, bro. Like, this is longevity, man. And he really, and I wasn't a person, I didn't like sampling. And he was like, hey, man, you don't like sampling? You know Superstar? I'm like, yeah, sample. I just flipped it.
Yeah.
You would never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? He's like, you know this record? Sample. You would never know.
Yeah.
I just flipped it and made it me, and you would never know. I made it my own.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so don't be afraid of, because the samples will help you get a vibe. We can always take the music out you play. So we can always replay stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, that's crazy. And so when I moved in, little did I know, like, it was going to be a whole bunch of, like, crazy people walking through our door. And the team that we would build at the time was some people that we know at this moment, like Sir.
Yeah, America, my face just dropped.
Yeah. So
I love Sir.
Sir used to live with us. He used to come in pretty much. We'd be at the, it'd be me and Dre crib, but it was Sir, DK, Ryan Toby used to come through from Distrkct. Oh, lucky day.
Dog.
So we all were working. Mm-hmm. It was like that was the team. Dre, and so it was me and Dre. Like we were like head because we was kind of funding everything. And then Sir. Then we had a guy named DK who's he did actually I think DK did Folded for Kaylani right now. They popping.
Dang.
But it was me, Dre, Sir, DK, Ryan would come in, and Pooh Bear would always come.
Okay.
And so, but any given day, dude, y'all think I'm playing. One day I'm at the crib, and me and Dre talking, whenever we hear beep beep, he's like, oh, that's Layla Hathaway. I was like, what? He's like, no, every time she drives by the house, she'll beep me. And I'm like, that's Layla. And lo and behold, Chad just drove by. She's like, I know, I heard you beep.
On Highland. Once again, he's living on Highland, y'all.
Bro, on Highland, it was crazy, bro. Like, we had, I mean, dang, who walked through the studio? I mean, Stokely from Mid Condition. Jill would come to the house all the time. The craziest person that came to that crib, we had everybody. Melanie Fiona was always at the crib. We all, you know, like, it was like, I was like, oh, this is a difference.
Yeah.
You know, placing records and actually being in with the artist, that's a huge difference. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm sending records out for placements. I'm like, man, when I got with Dre and them, I was like, no, we don't do that. The artist got to pull up on us. We're going to come create from scratch, or we're going to show them what the vision is, and we go from there. And that's when I knew, I was like, man, that placement game was a tricky game, because it's like, we sending it to these A&Rs.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But when you in with the artist,
Yeah.
Can't fake that.
you know.
Yeah.
You know what the vibe of the album is. You know what the direction we going. We know what they like, what they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it just changed my outlook on, like, oh, man, if we ain't in the room like that, like, or if I don't know somebody who's in the room, it's kind of, you never know.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, the craziest person we had pull up to the crib, and this is when we was on the boom. So given this is like, Ariana's popping. We had Jill working on Jill's album. Justin, the Journal's album.
I was about to ask too. I was like, when Justin coming to play?
Yeah.
So that was a crazy play, because Pooh Bear and Dre they did Caught Up together and all that other stuff. So we get a call where we at the house. Dre like, hey, Pooh said he got Justin. He want his Confessions album. We like, what you mean Confessions? It's like R&B. He want that Confessions album. We like,
Wow.
for real? All right, bet. So
Because Usher was his idol, his mentor.
yeah, his manager.
Yeah.
He's his artist. He said, I want to do my Confessions album. So we like, oh, he want real R&B.
Yeah.
That's what Justin said he wanted. So from there, from that house, almost is never enough. Oh no, All That Matters, All Bad, Change Me.
Dang.
The crew, we produced all that shit.
Bro. That's my favorite Justin Bieber album. Well, actually, his last one is probably my favorite, but that's my second favorite.
Everybody says that. They're like, bro, the Journal's album.
Bro.
And that was just like, that was crazy, because it was like, man, like, Pooh was just like, yo, just send me whatever you got. I'm going. And Pooh was this, and he was in the zone. We was sending Pooh tracks. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, here, got one. Like, what?
Yeah.
And like, and then one day I was literally in Kansas City, and Dre was like, hey, bro, listen. Because remember, Dre did Love, Music Soul Child. He's like, listen, I kind of want to recreate what Justin loves, Love from Soul Child, but we need to recreate it. I'm like, all right. So I go listen to it. I'm like, dang, how we gonna do this? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, chords is what really was driving love. Right. So I'm like, all right, let's come over this. So I call some people. I was like, what do y'all think? Boom, 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 boom. Hit my cousin up. I'm like, what you think, bro? Like, what do you think? So took that, and they were like, So we sent it to them. They're like, the piano too busy, boom, boom, boom. So I was like, man, I gotta go back to the drawing board. Yeah. So I just simplified it. I was like, let me replay some of this stuff over, put some strings to it, and I ain't put no drums to it. Just simple it over. Man, Bieber wrote that record. And I mean, sent that mug back in like less than an hour.
He was locked in, bro.
He was locked.
He was ready to go.
Locked. And like, he about to go recording it. I was like, That's why I said either you got to be in with somebody who's in, or be in with the artist.
Yeah.
And he had Justin at that time. He had him.
Yeah.
Man.
No, you was a part of history right there.
Man,
that's.
I mean, look at this wall right here.
I know. Look, you can see the wall, America.
Yeah. I feel like
some B-roll of that.
I feel like that was the album that brought, like, he was going through a lot of stuff at that moment, but I feel like that was the album that, like, people were like, oh,
Justin actually got it.
Got it.
Justin got it.
Yeah.
That was probably the album where I was like, okay, I'm done. We're done with all the pop, all the kids, all the 13-year-olds. Nah.
When he did that track with Chance the Rapper, I was like, this is my favorite song of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a vibe. And we were like he would start dropping. He did something cool. He's like, I'm going to drop a new song every week.
Oh, Justin's marketing was,
he was like,
this was all on him too, wasn't it?
Yeah, because the label really didn't want to get behind it. They like,
Behind the R&B album?
Yeah, they didn't want to get behind
it. I believe it.
Yeah. They want him to say pop.
Of course.
Of course, man.
Of course. Yeah, you should. Well, we're going to put it out, but it's, they were going, because it's Justin, like, he's going to put it out, you got to put it out.
Yeah.
But they really wasn't behind it. But, like y'all said, Journals is probably one of everybody's favorite. I mean, Journals is the one when I really start digging into Justin.
For sure.
Yeah.
I had to, because he wasn't a kid to me anymore with that album. Like, Justin grew up from that. Yeah. It was my own.
For sure. He was going through some real stuff at the time. That's when the wreck in the car and all that stuff was going on. They were like, well, we got to, let's bring this back. You know what I mean?
So how was it working with, like, Justin at the time? Like, were you in the rooms with them? Were you guys just doing, like, placements and sending them over? Like,
we were sending records over, but we were in the room. And that's a cool thing. And what I got to experience with Justin was just like, somebody who was like, man, I just want to take my life in my own hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's been kind of dictating to what I need to do or what I should do or what the music I want to do what feels good to me. And I believe that was the thing that really launched him to say, I want to release the music that I love.
You got to be a part of that change, bro. That's dope. That's real dope. Yeah. That's real dope.
That's beautiful, man.
That's real beautiful. I can't even. Shit, I'm thinking about all the heroes I've met, but nah.
It's been crazy.
Like, that's.
Excuse me.
You single-handedly brought Justin Bieber back from the dead, dog.
It was good, but it was some really amazing producers on there. From us, of course, but Rodney Jerkins was on that, and Bieber was just in a space, man. I think he was writing some great records at that time. And Bieber writes great records all the time.
Right. Yeah.
He's like, let's do this, and he pulled the pieces together, and it was like, the right people were on the album, and then that kind of like really opened up the door for me I started working under Rodney Jerkins.
Okay.
And that was a whole nother,
That leads into the next chapter.
No, it's almost like still the same chapter. Like, Rodney's always been an idol of mine. Like, like as producers, like, like of course we got Tim, we got the Neptunes, we got, I'm a big fan of Dre. I've always been a fan of all these people, but there's certain people that you like. They shape my world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Rodney and Fred Jerkins, all them they were like the people, and they just were like those guys. And so when I had the opportunity to work under Rodney, it was like, what? Rodney FaceTime? What? Hey, what's up, Rodney? Yeah. So it was a cool thing, like, to work under Rodney and to like see his process.
Yeah.
And then we know the hits he had on the board.
Right.
To walk into his crib and was like, to be invited to his house, like it was like, oh snap, like we here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is what LA will get you. Like any given Sunday, any given week, you gonna walk in anybody, you like, hey, I need you to come work in the session. I want you.
Yeah.
I'm in a session with Janet. What's going on? You know, like it's crazy. It's just like that's how it happens.
Yeah.
But shouts out to my girl Erica Coulter. She really alley-ooped a lot of stuff. She's from here. She's actually I think she's the president over at one of the companies. What is it? Warner. Uh-huh. She's the president of A&R over there now. But she really put me in the game with a lot of stuff too, and it kind of gave me a different angle to go about learning about. You don't have to just be a producer. You can be a vocal producer too and still make bread.
I want to get into vocal producing, but that AC is like really cutting into the audio.
Okay.
Let's just give it a second, see if it
because I was actually curious about that. I've never heard of a vocal producer before.
Yeah. It's a big thing.
I've never heard of it either until Joe talked about it. Because I mean, you think of producer, you think of like someone that's like on the board, like with the instruments.
Maybe directing the vocals, if anything, but like never. Yeah. So like, hold on, walk me through that.
Hold on 1 second.
Let me turn it off. I don't even know why it's on. Someone must turn this up.
Oh.
Quick break, America.
What did you say?
I said quick break.
Check this battery and see if we need to swap it.
It's gonna be a hard cut right here. This is gonna be the first cut for the first time. Actually,
we're not cutting anything out. We're just cutting.
But we're cutting to something.
Oh. Hey, maybe we can start incorporating people.
My bad,
No, you good.
I just want to make sure we get your clip sound good, you know?
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, that mug. I'm waiting for them. They're supposed to be going to put.
You giving us so many good like stories.
Oh man.
Each of these.
No, these are
People will be like, what?
the tiny gems that you just dropped within 30, 25 minutes. It's like, holy fuck.
Crazy, man.
This man has been a part of millions of dollars of deals, millions of dollars of records.
Man, it's crazy.
And you wouldn't even know.
There you go.
And we right here at the Distrkct, baby. You said we were only at 50?
Yeah, we still got probably like another 30,
hell
40
yeah.
minutes in that.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Hello.
What's up, boo?
How are you?
Good. How you doing? Okay, hair.
Right? I'll be here. Hello. Hey, baby.
What's up?
You too.
Crystal helped on the Kansas City video.
How you doing? I'm Jor-El.
Jor-El Shaniqua.
We're
Nice
talking
to
about the
meet
Kansas
you.
City video. The Kansas City.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jor-El.
Oh, I haven't met you, but I heard about you through this one.
Oh.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Shaniqua.
Shaniqua? Esai.
Yep.
Great to meet you.
Yeah. See my second one?
I know. I didn't want to touch on them. I didn't want to step on the ground.
It's primer, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it's done. Wait till it's done.
That's funny. All right, that sounds so much better. All right, go ahead, talking to your mic.
Check one, check two.
Some chords just fell. Hit my foot. That's before you gonna see it on camera. Oh man.
All right.
All right. So where we leave off at? Vocal producer?
Yeah, let's take people through. Let's walk people through the idea or the concept of a vocal producer and what that looks like.
Yeah. So, hold on. Joe. Sorry. So it was a new thing to me too, right? So I just know as a producer, I'm always arranging vocals. So it was one of those things. It was like, to me, it was just like, that's what I do,
Right,
You know.
right.
Yeah.
And people always like, man, you're really good at arranging vocals and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's whatever. But I didn't know it was like a real job, right? I didn't know it was like a whole nother piece of just the production, right? And so vocal producer, basically, we're in with the artist. And most vocal producers the producer just lets you live with the artist. Sean Daniels was a vocal producer for Grande. He did all their arranging for her vocals and, LaShawn Daniels, I'm sorry. And I didn't know, I just knew like coming from church, background vocals was a big thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it's got to be right. I need harmonies. I need this. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Alex Ward was one of the people who really, when it comes to vocal production, I really, modern my stuff off of. He's next level. He did the Kimberell album, gospel album, that's crazy. And just the level of vocal production that he did and this arrangement was nuts. So I've always taken it serious because I used to be with a girl who was in the group with Alex, and she's like, "Oh, the vocals gotta be right." So it's always the vocals gotta be right. So when I was approached by Harmony, he's like, "Hey man, I want to bring you in on this project." He's just like, "Oh, you need."
No, you gotta keep going.
Okay. Oh, cool. Nah, so he was like, I need you in on this project, and I'm like, all right. He's like, I need you to come in because this project's gonna be huge, and I'm like, I was needing to win, right? I was like, I need to win, like I need some bread, but I need to win. I'm ready to be on, like I'm ready to be like I've had some wins. I'm like, all right, when is it gonna really pop off? But so he brought me in to do vocal production, and so basically he was like, hey, listen, you're gonna do this session for me. I want you, this girl, you're gonna love her. I promise, if we do this right, bro, it's gonna take us out of here. It's like, he's like, I promise, just trust me. I was
Take
like,
us out of here. You're already on Highland, bro.
Right.
You gotta go.
and so I'm like, shoot, bet, And so I walk in doing this session. So basically, I just do what I normally do. It's just like, I arrange vocals. And so they like, can you, this is a song, we need arrangements, boom, boom, boom. So, the girl was a phenomenal singer, so it was easy. I'm like, oh, do this here. Let's do it. Oh, that was crazy. Now let's do that again. One more take. Yeah. Well, I'm big on getting takes because I'm able to take takes and,
layering them
and put pieces together. Like, I like this piece better. It gave me that feeling right there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, like, the song came out pretty crazy, and she was happy. She's like, "Oh my God, this is the best! This is the best session." I'm like, "What? This is crazy. This is normal,
It's normal for me.
I love this. This is fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's no pressure. It's like it's just fun. Like, so she takes the picture because she's asked if she could take a picture. I tell this story all the time, but she takes a picture. She posts it on her page. She leaves. Jose's like, "Hey man, do you know what's about to happen?" I'm like, "No, bro. What do you mean?" He's like, man, go to your page right now. I went to my Instagram. I had 10,000 followers in like 5 minutes.
Dog, what?
Because she posted me on her page. It was Ariana.
Dude.
Dog, that's wild.
In minutes?
In minutes, bro. It was like she walked out the studio. Jose was like, yo, she posted you. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is when Instagram's kind of like, I'm fresh. It's 2012, 13.
Okay, still fresh.
It's still fresh. So I'm like, like, he's like, bro, no, go to your page right now. I'm like, I had a couple hundred,
He said, I jumped 10,000 in a day.
I jumped 10,000 in minutes, bro.
Dog, that's lit.
And I was like, yo, who was this girl?
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, it's Ariana. She's on this show like Sam Cat and Nickelodeon. I'm like, what? Immediately called my niece. I'm like, do you know some girl named Ariana? Oh my God, Uncle Joe, you know? I was like, yeah, I just did a session with her. Ariana from Sam Cat. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ariana, I watched them shows back in the day on Nickelodeon, Victoria and all that.
But it was lit. I'm in my 30s at this point.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm disconnected to Nickelodeon, what's going on.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, go ahead.
So for you, it was like you were just doing what you had always done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like you went in there having this pressure of like, I'm working with a big artist, or I gotta do something specific.
Because you didn't even know. And honestly, at that time, she wasn't a big artist.
No. That's what people don't get when I tell people this. We started that career.
I believe that.
The label didn't get behind it. The label didn't want to put no money into it. Literally, a lot of people don't know. She got, what's his name? The rapper. Oh, sorry. She got, what is his name?
I think I know what you're talking about.
He died.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
Which rapper? Wait, how long ago?
It was a while ago. Not Mac.
Not Mac Miller?
Mac Miller.
The white dude?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mac Miller. Yeah. She put Mac Miller on the song. This is like, we didn't know. The song ain't even been done. We recorded this song. The song wasn't done. Next thing you know, we all in the studio. We get a call. She's like, hey, I released the song. It's on YouTube. I put it on YouTube. We're like, what?
Which song was it?
I Love the Way.
Did wonders.
What? Out of here.
That's cool.
And guess what the label did? Oh, we gotta go.
Oh my God, we're so sorry.
No. They're like, we gotta go. Listen, so all the calls started to happen because that song went crazy on YouTube. So now the label's like, we gotta get behind it. This is the first, because they really wouldn't, we were working.
Which label was she with?
Universal. She's still with them to this day.
Okay.
They ain't letting her go.
Yeah, they can't.
Can't let her go now. What do you want? Yep, you got it. Yeah, man, and like she literally kind of pushed that thing, and we were just, we believed in it, and we were just doing records, man. And so the label was like, oh, we got to go because it's a hit. Like it's like we can't stop it now.
Yeah.
Right. So that's when we get the calls. I got a call. They're like, hey, Joe. His name was Chris. He's Harmony's manager. He's like, listen, Universal's called me. And Ari doesn't want to record with anybody but you.
What?
Ariana.
Repeat that. You got a call and said what?
They were like, Ariana doesn't want to record with anybody but you. She's like, I want to record with Joe.
That's insane.
Right?
What are you changing?
This son's getting in our shot. I'm gonna adjust this real quick.
Bruh, hold up.
Yeah.
Don't want to record with anybody but you. Get out of here, Joe.
Okay, so to recap, you get Ariana drops the song you guys worked on. It's going crazy on YouTube.
Crazy.
And the label was like, all right, we need to get behind this quick.
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah.
We got to go. We got to get behind it. She started it. It's like,
yeah,
we would be crazy not to get behind it.
She's so smart for that.
She
I mean,
was
honestly,
smart.
that's what artists needed to do back then, and that's what a lot did.
She was smart because I don't think the label really wanted to get behind it.
Were they just not a big fan of hers?
No, they couldn't figure it out. See, that's the thing with a lot of labels. They don't know what's really it.
They just sign an artist.
They sign artists because they know she's a big star, and that was the thing with how I started to look at things. Like, man, labels don't have studios. They really don't know the direction of the album. They really don't have, they just put money behind it, And we got to see that, firsthand because she really had the juice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She put that out.
Yeah.
And but it stemmed everything like we gotta go. So they like checks and balances. Hey, Ari wants you guys gonna executive produce the album, right?
Yeah.
It's first album, and we're going from there. So everything's gotta be in line. Studio, check. What's the budget y'all need? Check. Vocal production. Hey, Ari doesn't want to record with anybody but Joe. Is that possible? So Chris is telling me this, and I'm like, really? That's crazy. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, bro. So how much do you want?
This is like the best conversation you could ever have. Man.
So like literally, I'm thinking to myself like, whew. I was like, what can I charge? Because I don't know. I'm new to vocal production. Like this is the term vocal production. I'm just thinking this is a normal thing that producers do, and reality of it is no. This is a real thing. People are getting paid big dollars to vocal produce.
And there's no ChatGPT.
Wasn't the Dream vocal producer?
Dream.
He helped with.
It was at a point. I will say this. There were 3 top vocal producers.
Ooh.
And I was one of them.
Oh.
Let's go.
Yeah. Like I was on demand. Like
yeah.
I was getting calls from everywhere. But to say that, what happened was Ari was like she didn't want to record nobody. And so that label asked me, what is it to get Joe? because she wants to be in the studio. This is the first time she's energetic about being in the studio. So whatever y'all
did,
Yeah.
we want to keep that going.
Yeah.
So Chris is like, man, okay, listen. I said, what can I charge? He's like, anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000. I said, man, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, dude. Like, he's like, no, we won 5. I'm like, all right, let me think about it. So I hit Chris back and I was like, tell him $2,500. Right? So I'm thinking like, all right, 25 is a good space. It's right in the middle, right? And if they say, no, we ain't paying that, you know, I can go down to like $1,500, $1,000. That's still good money.
And this is per session?
This is per session?
Per session. Now remember, this means if I come in for 10 minutes, if I come in for 3 hours, if I come in and she says, I don't feel like recording today.
Still get that check.
Yep.
So Chris is like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to the label and see what they say. Chris called me back in like 15 minutes. They say, yeah. I said, damn. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. They say, yeah. I said, are you kidding me? They're like, no. So it began, bro. I was in with Ariana for like, I would say at least 8 months.
Because I was like, not one song is one session, bro. One song is like 12 sessions. Like
we were in pretty much like Monday, I would say Monday through Friday, sometimes during the weekends, because she was going back and forth still shooting the show.
Oh, okay.
Literally every week. It was me and her. And it was crazy because she could be at other sessions. Joe, can you meet Ari at this? She wants you.
Wow. So you popping in on other vocal people and
Not other producers, other sessions that they would have with other artists. I mean, other producers.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, she wants you to pull up.
But that makes sense because you're like her right hand. Like,
yeah,
it's a vulnerable.
It is.
It's a vulnerable. Like if you do it right the first time with somebody, going out without them and having their ear, like that's like
it's so hard.
It's tough.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would see Ari every day.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, so now when I see her like the big stage, I'm like, dang, it was us for
for the long.
At least actually like, because then the second album happened and we was in another year. So, we, you know, like at least 3 years, I would meet, you know, me and Ari would just be in this work.
Damn.
Crazy.
Still close relationship, but just.
Love Ari. She's like, she's always gonna show love.
Hell yeah.
Right? Super, you know, bubbly all the time, but she's Ari, and still to this day.
You love that. Love to keep those relationships, no matter how big they get, how
Yeah.
life's changed. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
God damn, Joe. Hold up a second. Where the book at now? Because
I would say that sounds like the end of chapter 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now like we've seen this whole journey, right? Joe's journey from playing basketball to getting his career
only
started.
glimpses,
in LA.
though, too. I'm sure there's so many stories at that house, bro. I want to hear about the stories at the house.
Oh,
Might have to.
I'm gonna tell you this one story. Tell you this story. So, I had a session with Ari, and Dre was like, "Hey, bro, Stevie's coming to the crib." I said, "Stevie who?" "Stevie Wonder." I said, "Man, get out of here, bro." Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, oh, okay. Like,
dog, you live on Highland.
Right. Like, Stevie's coming to the crib. No, for real, bro. Like, so because we had anybody, I mean, like, Robert Glass. I mean, it was.
Kirk pull up?
Man, anybody, man, like, Ty Trippett pulled up. I mean, everybody was at the crib. I mean, like, the top of the top, bro. Like,
I love that.
It was just any given, you know, Sunday, like I always say. Like,
And that's a different vibe from BD's crib, no offense.
Yeah.
Like, different people
It's
running
different.
in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on Highland, bro. It's a different world.
Yeah.
Different world.
Very true.
Like, we used to walk the Fat Burger all the time, you know.
But anyway, so Stevie coming to the crib.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, Stevie ain't coming to the crib, bro. And he's like, man, he said he's coming. I'm like, all right, because we were working on Melody Fiona, and he really liked Melody Fiona. He wanted to do some stuff with her, I guess. And so time had started ticking, and I'm like, I had kind of held my session off with Ari because I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, if you know, if he's coming for real. So,
Right.
But I want to make sure that I'm there if he is, right? And so it came to be like 11.
At night?
And I'm like, yeah, he ain't coming. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna go catch this other session real quick, you know. So I'm back, get my stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Pop, 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 pop. I'm like, somebody at the door? No, it could be an anybody, so I'm like, whatever. I hear Pete. Stevie here. I said, what? Stevie's here, bro. I said, Stevie Wonder. Stevie's here. He's in your studio, the front studio, because I had the front studio. Dre usually had the back. He in the front studio. All right. I walk. Man, Stevie Wonder in my house, bro.
Dog. What's Stevie doing out so late?
Man, come to find out, Stevie be moving around, bro. Because he got this guy who goes with him everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But Stevie, man, when I tell you Stevie was at the crib, bro, hanging out.
What's going through your head? Like, how do you address Stevie Wonder for the first time, bro? Like,
that's how you address him. Hey, it's Stevie, man. Like, it's your childhood. You grew up every Stevie song. Like, that was a thing, bro. Like, yeah. Stevie, in my household, my father, even though he was a pastor, Stevie was Stevie.
Stevie was the icon.
He's the icon, bro.
Yeah.
And so to see, I'm like, Stevie Wonder's really in our house, bro. I was like, this is crazy. Jams.
Wait, did you like wait before you walked in the room?
Oh,
Because
no.
he couldn't see you.
Nah.
You was like, wait a second, take a pause.
Nah. I was like, they're like, come on, bro, because I used to get in my way with it. I can't admit this. I used to get in my way a lot because I didn't like to like press being in the room or being this. If I wanted to feel organic, and Dre and them always like, man, if you don't come in here, it was a situation.
Being shy.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like this is what we do, man. Like,
yeah.
Don't feel like you in the way. Like we all working on this stuff, and that was like a big thing for me. So it was always like, man, come on, bro, we working. So they were at the house, Stevie jamming out at the house all night, bro. What? Till wee hours in the morning, bro, jamming with Stevie Wonder. So you imagine, bro, Stevie Wonder's playing on your piano.
Dog, just jamming out with Stevie
on
Wonder.
your keyboard, bro. You like Stevie's playing my keyboard right now, bro.
Do you still have that keyboard?
Yeah. I was like,
Say, what are you
getting rid of
that? You ain't cleaned it, is you?
I should have. Like,
Damn.
Right. But it was just
Grease
like,
marks.
man, it was crazy. It's like, man, this is wild.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Stevie Wonder really is at the crib.
That's crazy.
So you called your mom and your dad?
Of course. Like,
Right after
you
or
would not
before?
believe this. Like, I think like before, like, Ma, Stevie Wonder's in my house.
That's why I say you have to take a pause before I walk
I think I
in
called my dad. I was like, Dad, Stevie Wonder's in. He's like, what, baby? Like, Dad, Stevie Wonder's in my house. I remember that. I did call my pop. He's like, are you kidding me, baby? I was like, no, Dad, this is crazy. He's like, walking in purpose, man.
Wow.
Walking that purpose. Hey.
I was like, dang. Crazy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then you have to walk in. But like, Stevie, what's going on,
Hey,
man?
it was just cool. You just introduced, hey, what's Steve? Nice to meet you, man. My honor, like it's one of those moments, man, that you never forget.
Okay, not like obviously with all respect, but like, how do you like dap up Stevie Wonder? Like you like tap on the shoulder.
Man,
like,
I didn't want to get in. I was like, respect people's space. Hey, Stevie, my name is Joe. Oh yeah, man, I've heard of you. You're the producer, right?
So you.
That's all you need. You don't
Yeah.
even need. Shit, you heard of me?
And
Nice.
That's all you need,
yeah,
bro.
Dog.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy, actually.
You gotta write like a script about what your come up was, bro.
man, I do
You,
for real.
you
for
do
real.
low key because I could only imagine the stories, Joe.
You gotta write a
I
script.
can only
about it.
imagine.
A mini series about the stories
Oh man,
that
I
you
got
have.
some like so
Bro.
great. That would be a great like for real because I've done a lot of things in my life, man. But it's some really great stories, man, within like a lot of this stuff, man. Like so,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Dog.
Okay, bro. So, because I want to get to this space.
Yeah.
This is why we're here. Like,
This
we
is
wanna
why
talk
we're here,
about it,
yeah,
you know? Well, we're here for Joe.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's my
Facts.
BD right
Yeah.
there. But,
Wait, pause. Don't say it like that. BD means baby daddy.
all right, pause.
Pause,
Hey,
pause,
yo,
pause.
why you have to take it like that, bro? That's crazy.
I called you out on something.
All right. So, why did you decide to come back to Kansas City?
I decided to come back because, for one, my father was on the decline, and I always told myself like, if I was working with Michael Jackson or like whoever the elite was, or family, which one would I choose? And
It's always family.
I always gonna choose family, bro. And so, and it was a crazy time because I was dating this girl, and I was like, man, we get married. I mean, we living that life. She was a part of a major group, you know, and I was living a life, bro. I mean, I was living a life. I was living a life.
He said major group. I'm over here just like thumbing through groups from that period real quick.
Girls group, one of the top most elite girls group.
There was only like 2 or 3 at the time, in all honesty. So it just breaks it down.
Yeah,
all right. All right. Moving on.
Anyway, this is, you know, and so like, you know, just I'm in LA living, bro. I'm on the beach. I'm dating one of the girls from this group. Like I'm like, we're flying home. You know what I'm saying? She's coming. I'm bringing her to Kansas City. You know, and so I'm like, man, I'm living a life. And but then, man, that really was kind of switched it for me, like because that rug was pulled from under me, and everything that I thought that I built with that person, it was like, dang, this is an illusion, bro. All those people that I thought were my friends disappeared. I will shout out one person that remains. I always would say, like, I appreciate his friendship and being solid, and that's Ludacris.
Oh, hell yeah.
He stayed solid. He always was, regardless of the situation, and so I always shout him out for that. And there was no bad blood or nothing, you know, it was all love. But, you know, people choose sides, man. But that taught me a big thing about Los Angeles. It's like, hey, man, these people.
Keep talking.
These people don't care.
No, they don't. Not at all.
I bought $2,000 dinners for people. I'm like $4,000 dinners for people, like literally. And those people, I couldn't get them on the phone now if I wanted to. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And it really changed my perspective of like, man, what really matters?
Yeah.
Right. And so I came back. I was down. I ain't gonna hold you. I was down. But I came home and I was just trying to figure it out. And I was on my mom's couch just trying to, like, man, what, you know, I still had a house in LA. I'm like, man, what is this? I'm like, me and her ain't dating no more. What's gonna happen? Like, whatever. But it gave me a sense of like, man, you know what? One of my friends knocked at the door. And she's like, Joe, you glowing. I'm like, I think I look like trash, you know?
It hurts.
She's like, I'm hurt, right? She's like, you glowing. And in that moment, it was just like, she's like, we love you. Regardless. And I'm like, man. And it changed me. I was like, man, what really matter? Family. My friends that I grew up with, they still my friends.
Always.
And they ain't gonna switch up on me because I'm not dating some girl who was in a big group or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like those relationships that I found in LA. I'm like, some were solid, but some was just what they were.
Yeah.
They were around for the time. And that really gave me a perspective on family. So I was home going back and forth more. And then I just realized, I was like, man, you know what? This is where I need to be. You know, I'm like, I still was like, LA is where it's at, though, because I'm still booming. Right? I'm fresh off Justin Bieber. I'm fresh off Ariana Grande. I'm fresh off Jill Scott. I'm fresh off, you know,
Going crazy.
I'm going crazy at this time. I'm working under Rodney Jerkins. I'm like, man, I'm working on the show Empire, doing the music, doing vocal production for Empire. I'm like, man, this is crazy. You know, like, it was a time. So I'm like, I can't stop. And so I was just flying back and forth. So I would do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
In LA?
In Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Fly back every morning, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in LA. Do it all over again. I did that for 4 years straight.
4 years? And this is like, what span is this?
What
span is this?
This is from 2016. Yeah, 2016 to 2020. Then the pandemic happened.
Gotcha. I keep forgetting about the pandemic.
Yeah. And that's when I'm like, my father died that year before. Right? 2019, he passed the day after his birthday. Remember, Micah's here, my son. So he's like 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I love my family.
Right.
You know, Mackie and Michael that's my world. So I'm coming back every weekend, you know. And, but father passed 2019. 2020, my uncle, another person who was like my father, who I looked up to, my Uncle Urban passed. And then that's when I'm like, I just started a new trajectory of like just doing stuff in Kansas City. Like I was like, man, I need to bring some vibes back to Kansas City, you know. Started doing this open mic. Then the pandemic happened. That ended. And I'm like, man, I just need to sit down for a second. Because my friends like, do not come to LA.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? It's like, bro, it's a ghost town here.
It's crazy.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, I can start building. So I started like, let me start building the community in Kansas City. And that's when it started to happen. And I was like, I'm going to sit down. The pandemic made me sit down and really evaluate what I wanted to do. And I always had this dream. People could tell you, like 2016, 15, I was talking about doing something like this then. And just like, you know, to now, like, be in it, it's like, dang. And my homeboy said something on, like, people don't know, bro. You was talking about this years ago, bro.
Yeah.
You were talking about building exactly this. And we here, man.
And now we're literally here.
We literally here.
Literally inside. And
Let me check this battery real quick, but keep talking.
But like, and what I told them earlier was that we pulled up, and I was like, dog, I've been here before. Just something feels off. Like, I parked right here in this spot before. Like, I don't know what I was doing in here. And then I walked in and was like, oh shit, the wrestling ring was in here.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
Sure
Yeah,
was.
sure was.
Nothing but just blank open space of emptiness and a bar cart.
In a bar cart, yeah.
And
Bar mobile.
And now you done turn it into something that every creative in KC will end up being here at some point. I know that now.
No, fact.
Like whether you're working, whether you're doing a meeting, like every creative, literally from video to music or art, will be in this space.
Man, that means a lot, man. That's what this space is for me. I wanted to create a hub because I feel like a lot of us leave Kansas City and don't come back. But I said, what if I can create something where I make people want to come back? Even my friends that are still doing, you know, we all still working. We all still doing major things in the music business. Even more so now, I would say. I mean, look at Residuals. Somebody from Kansas City, Dwayne Whitmore. You know what I mean? Gabe Rowland. We got a Grammy. You know, that from the Chris Brown stuff. And you look at Jay White. You look at all these guys. You know, little Ronnie's still doing his stuff with Glorilla. Like, you know, Brian Kennedy. You know, you got Damon Thomas.
I know that name.
You got Justice West. You got you know, Mike Dupree. It's so many guys. What's this? Conductor.
Just Drake, J. Cole.
Yeah. So think about it. You got all these guys, and that's just a lot of producers. Think about we got writers like Sherman Cofield. You got.
Dang,
like,
that's actually crazy.
There's so many writers.
A lot of music comes out of KC.
Man.
I didn't realize how much. Like that's.
I didn't realize that either, but that's crazy.
Man,
we are very musically inclined here.
Super, and I tell people all the time, say, think about this. For the last 2 decades, Kansas City has been running the charts.
You just mean from the producing and the
Producing, writing.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, actually. That's crazy, actually. It's not in L.A. It's not in Atlanta.
We need to have like a post of like the KC producers, writers that are like on the charts. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, actually.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah.
When I really start to think about it, I mean, what? Let's just say the underdogs, Damon Thomas, he's from Kansas City. They did all that stuff that we like loved growing up, the R&B music from the Omarions to all the groups to Baby Faces, all them. Kansas City.
Yeah.
Right? We can go. That's you know, 90s. We can go back to the 80s. I can go that far back because I know there's producers from the 80s that I know.
Yeah.
You know, but moving into, you know, I always say, I always got to give him a shout out and his props. You know, him and Lil Ronnie, Brian Kennedy, Distrkct.
I had no idea Brian was on Distrkct.
He produced it.
That's crazy.
Right?
Because I've been in the room with Brian before. Like that's because he worked with Laura before at one point.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Think about it. He did that. He did a whole bunch of stuff with Chris Brown at the time. He was doing. I mean, he was Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah,
that's something else
big
I
shout out
try
to
to bring on.
You know, when you think about it, it's like And then you like, and then I say like, if you really think about this, I was able to work with probably two of the biggest artists of our decade, of our time.
Facts.
Facts, literally.
Right? Yeah. And we were on the radio consistently. Ariana, Justin. Mm-hmm. That is crazy. You can move on to say, you know.
And pivotal points in their career,
their career. We literally, from the beginning, wasn't new to it. I wasn't jumping on. Like, we actually curated the whole thing to make people like, Ariana. Now look at her. She's a megastar.
Yeah.
Like,
literally.
You go to Jay White. Mm-hmm. Bodak Yellow.
Damn, I didn't even think. Hold the.
Yeah.
How are you?
Bodak. I mean, we
Who's
talking
connected here. Like,
I mean, like,
dog.
We talking records. We talking records. Like, that was one of the biggest records. That set Cardi B up.
Literally,
That set her
literally set Cardi B up.
that's crazy.
That's the song that I was like, oh my god, who Nicki who?
Yeah.
Oh my
Dang,
god, dog.
We gotta write these down, bro. Like, this needs to be like a plaque. Like, there's Kansas City's achievements the last 10 years.
This is what I've been trying to get them. This is my thing, and I want them to understand. So I'm gonna look y'all in the face in the camera. To all the producers that have stuff that's been hit, and you got a plaques. Look at this as a jersey swap. You know how athletes exchange jerseys,
Hey,
right?
I like that. I like
right?
that.
I want to exchange plaques. I'll give you one of my plaques. You take one. I'll take one of yours. I just want to put you up here because the people of Kansas City need to see who you are and the things you've done.
Come on.
Like, we need to know
That's
that
tough.
Residuals is
Yes.
written by Dwayne Whitmore from Kansas City.
Yeah.
We need to know that Bodak Yellow is. We need to know that A1 and all the stuff that he's been doing with all, you know. We need to know, like, oh, we got records on.
We got records.
And that's why when people ask, what's the Kansas City sound? I'm like, we are the sound. We've been
Dog, literally.
I've heard you say that.
Kansas
And now
City
I
is
get it. I didn't get it at first.
yeah.
Kansas City is the sound.
Anything that I loved and admired has come from somebody, and I didn't realize it. The underdog stuff, I didn't find out that until like late 90s. And I was like, oh, them guys is from here.
Yeah.
One of the guys is from here to produce all that stuff. The records that I'm like, what? Created a whole sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so many of us. I mean, my mentor. This is gonna blow your mind. I got 5 on it. My mentor.
All right.
Exactly.
We're done with the show.
Exactly. Craig Lindsay. He has the plaques. I got 5 on it.
Hey, bring that plaque in here, dog. I need plaque in here.
I'm gonna get it. I need
that
You hear that,
plaque in.
Craig? I need that plaque.
I need to take a picture with that plaque,
Yeah.
Craig. Come
No,
on, dog.
I got 5 on it. Kansas City. I miss you, Aaron Hall.
Bro.
Kansas City creates the sound, is what I'm hearing, and like that's
Been in the mix.
Yeah.
wild.
We've had to leave to come and then come back or whatever. But now is the time I feel like here's the space. I wanted to create a space where like, hey, no, we got something to come back home to. Because I look at the JDs, they got space. I look at JD and they got their own studios.
Right.
I look at Tricky Stewart, they got their own studios. I look at, Rodney was one of the people, Rodney Jerkins, I went to his crib, I'm like, oh, this is a whole compound. The way he had it set up, and I forgot to tell y'all about this. This is crazy.
Hold on. I gotta make sure the battery ain't there.
All right.
I love this.
Oh, this one's real good.
All right, Dre, so yeah, one more story for
One more
us, bro.
story. This is a good one. So, remember I told you I was working on the Rodney Jerkins, so I'm like anything that Rodney had, like I was the vocal producer on. So I became to be his guy. And like for me, that's a big thing because the Full Moon album by Brandy was like top tier, right? So like I was telling you, LaShawn Daniels, who is probably one of the vocal producers on that album, and one of the writers, has always been. I mean, it was next level. The stuff they wrote, and that was to me, Brandy's best album as of to date. And so to be working on the Rodney was like, dang, man, like, you believe in me like that much? Because I know what that album was. Like, you
Right.
think that I'm that dope?
Yeah.
Right? So I always do sessions at Rodney's house, but we had a big studio, but then we started doing stuff at his house. He called one day. He said, hey, listen, it's a session. I can't tell you who it is, but you can, I need you to work it. I was like, all right, what's the pay? He's like, It's usually cool with, you know, $1,500, $2,000 a session. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I can't tell you who it is. You just got to see who it is when you get here. I'm like, man, who is this? I'm like, all right.
Why can't you tell me?
Why can't you tell me? Like, I'm like, this is a secret, bro. I'm going to find out anyway. I got to work with him. So got to Ronnie's house. He's like, all right, yeah, go ahead. Just set up, get ready. They're going to come in a second. I'm in the studio. And I'm like kind of walking in and around because I'm, you know, messing around in Ronnie's spot. With this, Ronnie has this like collection of like vintage keyboards. So I'm doing that. And I walk by. And I was like, is that who I... Nah, it's no way it's that. No way. There's no way it's that. And so I'm like, all right, cool. Oh, maybe I'm tripping. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. So then the other person walked by. I said, this is a coincidence, man. Like, this can't be. So I go in to sit in the studio. He's like, Ronnie walks in. And walks in with the people. It's David Beckham and Victoria.
What?
Yes, bro.
Bro, that was the last person I expected.
Why,
that was the last person.
Hold on. That is the last person I was expecting, too. Oh, she used to sing.
She used to sing, but their son, Cruz, wants to do music. So they're like, hey, Joe, would you work with Cruz to do this, you know, the vocal production for Cruz? I'm like, I would love to.
Yeah.
Man.
Kid good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was so crazy because I literally, because girls in LA, they admire a few people. At the time, they admired a few people, and she was one of them, Victoria Beckham. I'm in the studio for probably like months with them, just hanging out. It's me, Victoria Beckham.
Hanging out with the Beckhams.
Hanging out with the Beckhams to the point where, and I think I was single at the time. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know if I was. But she was like, Joe, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, no. She's like, oh, got a couple people. Like, no. I was like, no. I was like, I was like, yeah. She's like, no, you should like. She's like, I want it. She's like, man, we'd love to have you, you know, because they live over. They overseas. So we love, like, Dave was like, man, you should just come hang out with us. I'm like, man, I was like, what? Like, imagine, like, and this is David Beckham, like, the height of David Beckham. He had just got the move to L.A.
Yeah, that's
this
crazy.
Dog.
Bro, you're like the most famous person in the world.
You literally were
Literally,
hanging
that's
out
why
with the
he
most.
couldn't tell me. He's like, I can't, you got to just come.
You just have to witness that yourself.
Yeah. I can't say who's coming. You just got to come. And I tell you, the most amazing people, you would think that it's them. It's the Beckhams.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, kids, respectful. Like,
preach.
Like
Rich kids that are respectful.
Yeah, like seriously, like always love, respectful. She was, Joe, you need anything? Like, it was like, like
hanging out with the Beckhams.
It was
dog,
different.
that's wild.
Man, David Beckham, like, you that guy, dude.
Literally, you are that guy.
I know tons of women that's all they do is talk about you. You know, like, and they love her because she was fashion out. Like, they love her. So, man, I got to work with the Beckhams, man, just hang with them and just really like, man, this is super dope. Like, took pictures. Like, they were super chill.
Yeah.
They became like family in that way.
Literally was like family. Like, Joe, you like family.
Wow.
It's like crazy, man. Crazy stories, man.
Yeah, it's like whenever
Dog.
I feel like you're being a vocal composer or what was
Producer.
vocal producer is like you get so in with the artist, right? Because you're
So
working with them, and y'all become like friends.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's their most intimate moment. You know, when they're their most intimate. It's like being with them when they're singing. It's kind of like even me as a singer. I don't like having to sing in front of everybody, but you know, we have to do it. We got stuff we got to push through. But to be able to have that relationship, like, oh no, you sound great, and kind of be the person to work through things with them and be with them for an extended period of time, because the producers come in after they, you know, H&M were doing so many other things. It was like, oh, they had other stuff to do. And they're like, Joe got it. And the fact that those producers trusted me with that job was a huge thing, because, you know, the vocals are the key. Right, you know, the music's great, you know, but making sure that vocal performance is there.
Yeah,
and that's what I would tell people all the time. With Ariana was her first Grammy nomination was Vocal Album of the Year.
Wow.
Damn. Shout out. Damn.
Wow.
Shout out to you, co-signing on that. Did you get some part of that grant?
Yeah.
Damn.
So like that was like, you know, for me it was like, hold on, vocal album. Who did the vocals?
Yeah.
Bro. That's all.
That's incredible, bro. I mean, that's like the biggest compliment you can get.
It was big, it was like her first nomination.
Yeah.
Was
Wow.
that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, this is. And I tell people they like, you know, don't just dumb down what vocal producers do, because you know vocal production is a thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It could make or break an album.
For sure.
You can overdo it, or you can be underwhelming. You know what I mean? You know, so it's got to be, and to know like for her nomination was that. Then I've got a couple other nominations that were like Tim Bowman was the vocal produced album of the year. It was that too. So it was like, man, that lets me know I was doing my job.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, bro, you definitely did your thing, and like, I think everyone that wasn't familiar with what a vocal producer does, bro, like, you just open our eyes. Like, we're like, oh, like that's the thing. Like, to me, it's like being on a crew, like in the film world, right? Everyone has their specialty. Like, there's a assistant camera, there's an assistant director that's a whole different mission and routine than the regular director.
Got the boom.
Got the sound
boom.
operator.
Hey,
Sound operator, boom operator.
that's a serious thing.
And they all bring different tools. You know what I mean? And your tool was like, hey, how can I make the artist comfortable?
Yep.
How do we build confidence?
How do we get the most out of their range?
How do you get the most out of them?
Yeah.
And when they would walk away being like, yo, this is the best I've ever sounded, I've done my job.
Let's go.
I've done my job.
Wait, so is Cruz's album like out anywhere?
We did a few songs on him. He more, they think they did a Christmas album, and that's out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's out.
I gotta listen to it because Joe helped on it. I want to.
No, yeah, I'm about to go listen to it on Spotify.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, where are we at now? Because
Bro,
it's been a crazy book in my opinion.
It has been, bro. And Joe, we appreciate you so much, bro, for breaking this down and spending the time, because these are things that I feel like we haven't really like ever heard before.
Yeah.
I haven't heard before, some of these stories. So
I think it's our longest episode too.
it is.
Which is honestly
And
worth
it's,
it.
It's so worth
It's
it.
so
bro.
worth
Sorry
it.
for being so long-winded, you guys.
No, you're good.
We needed every bit of that.
Yeah.
Like truly, because I mean I only know from what he tells me.
Yeah.
And then me and you have only been in the room like once or twice, so I didn't understand.
Yeah.
But now I understand. Now I'm like, damn.
No,
Where my bearing days? Like, hold on.
You know, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, sometimes I had to sit back and eat it. Like, people think because I'm here that I'm not working. I'm like, bro, I'm always working.
No, bro, you always work.
You don't undermine just because I'm here. And that's the issue that I want to kind of help negate from this city. And that's why building this was important. Because, hey, bro, I'm still getting to it.
Yep.
And I want to help you get to it. Right? I want to have a space where you can show yourself, where you can come and be around other creatives, where you can come and say, listen, like, how can I help you guys get to wherever you need to be? Because if we don't build the community here, then it's never going to shift in our favor.
Facts.
Yeah.
We'll keep saying, oh, they're from here, but they didn't, I want it to be like, no, we did this from here. The artists are signed.
Yeah.
We recorded it here in the city. And
Shot the videos
Shot the
here.
video
shot the
here.
video here. You know what I'm saying? So that part for me is like where we going, and that is the next phase, and that is the third chapter. Is saying like, listen, we built a hub that's for us, by us, and how do we come together as a community? How do we share space, and how do we get to know each other? Because a lot of us, I ask people all the time, how do you don't know Esai? He's one of the coldest, right? How do you not know him? But that's because we get so infatuated with what's going on outside of Kansas City and in other cities like Los Angeles and Atlanta and New York or wherever, that we don't realize we have so many gems here.
100%.
And so let's really start to cultivate this thing here and build it. And I hate when people they think because I'm here. My son's here. I'm not leaving my son. I can fly wherever I need to go to work on projects.
Yep.
And that's what I've been doing. I'll go and fly on projects. I'm still tapped in, and this is a hub where I'm bringing people in.
Yeah.
Like we had Felly, who wrote Good for Usher and a whole bunch of other smash records.
Felly's funny too.
Felly's funny.
He's
bro.
hilarious.
He's hilarious, man. That's my guy.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for. I'm gonna have D Whitmore in, like my homeboy who wrote Residuals for Chris, and he wrote the new joint. It Depends
Oh, word.
from here.
bro.
Come here.
KC.
Yeah,
We so strong, bro.
KC.
Oh, womanizer.
Yeah.
K Briscoe,
and that's from here.
Kansas City, Kansas.
Bro.
Went to Wanda High School.
KCK, low key. KCK got like,
We got hitters,
bro.
We got some hitters.
Low key like crazy. Like everyone that I know that's like
no.
KCK's doing something crazy.
Major stuff.
Bro.
We just gotta like, you know, I always say it's so many people that wasn't able to say, but there's so many dope writers.
Yeah.
And I just want to be able to bring it back home.
I feel that.
You know,
Facts.
and now we can say we got a hub because
Yeah.
when you walk in that spot, it ain't shabby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It feels like LA. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
When you
But-
walk in the building in general,
Yeah.
it feels like a version of like a creative Soho house.
Yes. Yeah.
Like when it's all put together in like
Yeah.
the next few months, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Not a few months, like couple of days.
Couple
like
days,
few
Yeah,
weeks.
low key, like
Yeah.
these walls is up, y'all.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
they're-
telling you.
Yeah.
So
Bruce is
by
here.
the time y'all see this, Distrkct will be open.
Yes.
It'll be up, and you can actually come here, visit. Tell us about the studios. There's 4 studios or 3 studios?
Yeah, we have 4 studios. So we got Star Trek. We have Voltron. We have our studio C. We call it the student studio, and then have my Speakeasy studio. So it's gonna be vibe, you know.
Yeah.
But those are the studios. We got the content creation spaces. We got the podcast rooms. We built the psych wall. I don't know if you can see it, but we got the psych wall, cycloramic infinity wall, some people call it, for videographers, photographers.
Yep.
And then we got coffee shop. Can't forget about the coffee shop.
Coffee
Yeah.
shop.
Coffee shop's in effect. And then we just got this shared space for other creatives to come in and just sit down and be creative. And then we got the computer lab. I forgot to say that. Computer labs are completely decked out with all the programming that you need. Keyboards are in there for you. We got DaVinci, we got Adobe, we got Logic, we got Pro Tools, we got Ableton, we got everything on every computer. We got about 20 computers that's just stacked with it.
Hey, make sure you got Final Draft on there though.
Final Draft, thank you. It's on there.
For the writers out there.
For the writers out there, I had to make sure I get y'all some.
Final Draft. Thank you for telling me that, and that's the thing. I'm keeping my ear. I'm always talking to Esai. I'm gonna be tapping in with you. Like, hey, what do I need? What can we add?
Bro, I love to help.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, bro.
Yeah.
Just let me know because I love to help bring this place together. Because this is truly what KC's been missing. I mean, granted, yeah, we do need sound stages here, but this is a start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone actually tried.
Yeah.
Like, because people always talk about it, but no one actually tries.
Yeah.
And you tried and fucking succeeded.
Thank you.
So, like, whatever you need from me, bro, tap me anytime.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's not about me. I always try to remove myself because this is about us. That's why I always say for us, by us. Because this is about the other creatives in the town, and I want to just have a space where we're like, man, this is where we go to meet.
Yeah.
You know, and can't nobody block us because there's some of these venues that try to block us from doing.
facts.
And the other thing is, I forgot to say, this is an event space too. So we got an LED screen that'll be right here. We had a custom stage built. So come and do your events here too.
Events, concerts, shows, weddings, whatever y'all want to do,
Yeah.
come to Distrkct.
100%. We here for it.
All right.
Boy,
Joe, it's been a pleasure.
it's been so
My pleasure,
Thank you
man.
so much, bro.
My pleasure.
Bro,
Love you,
I
big
appreciate
dog.
you so much,
Yes,
man.
bro.
Man.
Hey, y'all, this has been a wild episode. This has been a wild episode. I really do appreciate you, Joe, once again.
Yeah.
Come to Distrkct. Oh, wait. Tell us where everybody can find you real quick.
You can find me Joe Blaq, Joe Blaq Official on Instagram.
Yep.
And then that's on TikTok too. And then Distrkct, that's DISTRKCT.com. Come in and register. We have a shared membership, so come and get your shared membership, and we look forward to having y'all here, man.
Hey, bro. And he kind of answered the last question, too, so I didn't even have to ask the question. Where you see the industry progressing, like, he's progressing it
Yeah.
already.
He's already putting his actions in.
Put
So
the actions in.
we can just look around. This is how it's progressing.
Look around. This is how it's progressing.
Yeah.
Right here. Hey, y'all, it's been real. Peace.
Peace out.